I'm Carson.
I'm Jordan.
Welcome to Take Two, and today we're going to be talking about the film adaptation of Batman: The Killing Joke.
I want to talk.
So you haven't read this graphic novel before,
Not yet.
and I
did not.
think that is a detriment to this review.
I would agree, but I think it arguably gives me a fresh set of eyes going into it, which makes my review unbiased.
There's going to be a theme here of disinterest because this movie is not that great, unfortunately, which is a shame because if there's any movie that deserved to be made in an animated form for Batman, it is The Killing Joke. This movie should have been made a long time ago. Probably when Batman the Animated Series was this big thing and everyone loved it. And it feels a little late. And there's a lot of reasons that this movie doesn't work for me specifically because I have read the graphic novel and I'm a huge Batman fan. But also some story things that we both noticed, I'm sure.
I don't know. This movie it feels, like I said in the car, like a movie that should have been only like a TV episode.
Yeah.
I've been told multiple times that this is not that long. You know, it's a pretty quick
not.
read.
No, you can sit down. You can probably read the whole thing in 20 minutes.
Which I think it, works against the film because, like I said, this feels like something that would have been an animated show,
like an
episode.
Like an episode.
But it was stretched out, you know, to feature film length. And I don't think there's enough content there to really warrant a full feature film. And plus, I think this movie was edited in a way that, I don't know, it made it very uninteresting, which is a shame because it has the origins of the Joker in it, which is super fascinating.
There's a first act in this movie that is, it's not in the novel at all.
Okay.
It's completely different. And it was so boring and long, and I was ready for it to be over. I know at the very beginning, the first line of the movie is, "This isn't where you thought you were going to be starting, right?" You're right. I started thinking I was going to be watching The Killing Joke. I'm sorry for assuming that based on the title of the movie, you didn't give me The Killing Joke immediately. This whole movie it's a good adaptation in some ways of the graphic novel.
Sure.
And at the same time, a really bad adaptation of the novel. If you're a Batman fan, of course, you're going to watch it because I know anyone who loves Batman is going to watch this. It's just how it is. It's not that great.
Unfortunately not, because I love Batman,
Batman's a big deal to me.
He's so fascinating, and especially the Joker. He's the best villain that Batman has, and even in this movie, I think he's super underutilized.
Speaking on technical levels, okay, so Batman the Animated Series is a beautiful animated show. It's fluid, it has great style, and it feels like its own thing.
That, and it's aired multiple times a week, so these episodes had to be made, in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
This movie, I don't know how long the production cycle was on this movie, but holy crap, was it shocking. Like, you'd think something that people love as much as this would have, a
lot of heart put into
seriously.
it. And a bigger budget. The animation in this film is bad.
It's laughably bad.
Yeah, and again, we don't know how long. I'm pretty sure this movie was rushed. I feel like I've heard about this movie like being made not very long ago. I feel like it was pushed into theaters really quick to bank on Suicide Squad coming out next week.
I was going to say, other than Suicide Squad, I don't really see a reason why this would have had to have been rushed,
No.
It's been, a while since people have been asking for this.
Yeah.
And then why rush it?
There is a weird clash of styles. There are 3D models in this that look really bad.
You're talking about
There's
the merry-go-round?
the carousel, there's chairs. I get that you want to have an interesting style, but it's ugly.
It is.
Literally, there are shots in this movie where people see, generally movies are shot in 24 FPS, 24 frames per second. There are some shots in this movie where there are literally like 10 or 11 frames for a good 5 seconds. And
It's bad.
It's rough.
It looks like a really cheaply made anime. I'll be honest with you.
Sort of.
It has that style, and it's a shame because it feels like an action that would have normally taken 30 frames of animation only takes 5, and it's shocking.
This movie really hyped itself on its R rating. Mm-hmm. A lot of the times it feels scared to be rated R.
It does.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just Warner Brothers, how they do things. Nary a single F-bomb is dropped, but they will say frickin' and what the F. And if you rated yourself R, there's people getting shot in the head in this movie pretty graphically. There's a lot of really hardcore stuff in this movie, but at the same time, it feels scared to embrace the rating that it intended to get, I think.
Yeah.
The Killing Joke absolutely lends itself to this rating. This is a great graphic novel. You should read it, especially if you're a Batman fan. It's like one of the big stories that everyone knows and everyone likes for very good reason. And I don't know, it just felt like they were weary of doing that. And not a single kid was in our screening because they weren't allowed in. And go balls out with it, you know? Don't be scared to embrace what you have been touting yourself as.
Yeah.
It's not it's disappointing in a
really
lot of
is.
ways. Big draw for this movie is that a couple people are back from the that have voiced Batman characters for a while. Kevin Conroy's back as Batman, and I love Kevin Conroy's Batman because he has such a Batman voice. You know,
It's very, very well done.
yeah. Mark Hamill's a big draw. The Joker,
Iconic.
super iconic. Probably the best Joker voice ever.
I think so.
Yeah, one of the best laughs.
He doesn't laugh that much in this.
He laughs once.
Yeah, at the
Does
end.
he laugh once?
And
I'm pretty sure
at
it was
the end.
once. Maybe a giggle here and there, but the big laugh is at the end. Which, embrace it, man. Embrace the people that you've cast. Embrace the movie that you're making. Tara Strong's back. Fine. Not too much to write home about with that, unfortunately, because of the people that voiced the characters originally that are back for this.
What did they have to work with?
What did they have to work with? This movie's not that great. Speaking as a Batman fan, I'm pretty disappointed, but at the same time, I'm not that shocked because this movie felt like it came out very quickly, and it's trying way too hard to be something that it isn't because it doesn't embrace itself in that way.
I don't know. It seems to be a reflection of how the WB has just been handling these properties lately, and it's really a shame.
Prove us wrong next week with Suicide Squad, please. It's a completely different subsidiary. This is animation, that's live action. Tons more people are going to be seeing Suicide Squad than this because this movie was a Fathom event. We had to go out to see this on one night at a certain time. No one's going to see this, and unfortunately, you're not missing much if you don't watch it.
Not at all.
I am kind of disappointed we paid full price to watch this.
Me too.
We almost didn't go, but we just, I've never seen a Batman animated film in theaters. I thought maybe I would. This let me down, and I'm going to give it a 4.
A 4, yeah. I was going to give it a 4 as well, unfortunately.
It sucks. It sucks. It sucks to say this. The movie's not great. Sorry. You could have done a lot better. You shouldn't have hyped this as much as you did when you're not going to make it as good as it could be and should be.
True.
So if you like this review, be sure to let us know. Like, comment, subscribe if you do so choose. Channel's slowly growing. We recently hit 100, right?
We did, and that was a really big moment for me. This is probably the most enthusiastic I'll be in the review. It was a slow crawl watching it tick from 99 to 100, but it happened.
And once we tick out the spam accounts that are probably subscribed, and who knows? But we're slowly growing. We are getting legitimate comments on some videos that are furthering discussion. Hopefully this is the same. So if you like it, let us know, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for watching.